Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the MCQ session on the finance current affairs. A very good evening to all of you guys. So whatever finance current affairs we have discussed yesterday, today we are going to discuss the MCQs on those finance current affairs, okay? Good evening. Okay, so the first question for today, the newly approved export mission will function through two complementary sub-schemes. One focused on financial incentives and the other will focus on the non-financial assistance, such as capacity building and quality support. What are the name of the two components which are recently approved for the export mission? Good evening guys, good evening. What are the name of these two components, two complementary sub-schemes? One is focused on the financial incentives and another one will be focused on the non-financial assistance. The correct choice here will be option E, Protsahan and Disha, right? These were the two name which we discussed yesterday. Yes, question number 1, correct answer is option E. Perfect. Next one, the government launched a comprehensive digital platform providing integrated access to the advanced database, trade database, dashboards, analytical tools to support the exporters, importers and policymakers. What is the name of this platform? What is the name of this platform? Export Insight, Global Trade Navigator, Trade Intelligence and Analytics Portal, India Trade Monitor or Unified Export Analytics Grid. Here the correct choice is option C, Trade Intelligence and Analytics Portal, TIA. Very good. TIA here is the correct choice. Next one. The newly launched analytical trade portal was developed by central government department which is overseeing the foreign trade, export promotion and the international trade. Which department has built this particular product? Which department has built this TIA wala product? Was it the Department of Promotion of Trade and Industry and Internal Trade? Then DGFT, Foreign Trade Department, Department of Commerce, Ministry Affairs or Niti Aayog? Okay, so one answer is Department of Commerce and another answer is here option E, Niti Aayog. Any other choice guys? Any other opinion? Anyone? No? The correct choice here will be Department of Commerce. Okay, option C, Department of Commerce is the right choice here. This TIA has been formed by Department of Commerce. Next one. The businesses that receive advance payments from foreign clients often struggle with the supply chain issues. Shipping delays and procurement bottlenecks are also there. To reduce the compliance pressure in such cases, the shipment timeline after the receipt of advance was substantially increased. This change aims to align export rules with real commercial constraints. What is the revised period allowed for shipment from the date of receiving the advance? Let's suppose you receive the advance right now. Now what is the new time period allowed for shipment purpose? For the shipment purpose, right? What is the new time period allowed for the shipment purpose? So it was revised to 3 years. Okay, option C, 3 years. It was revised to 3 years. Because there are so many issues. It can be related to supply chain, it can be related to delays from the shipping side or bottlenecks in the procurement side. So that's why they have increased it to 3 years. Next one. Now these relaxations were limited to very specific window. One was related to the moratorium period, right? So the moratorium applies to dues falling between which period? What is the time? What is that specific window during which these relaxations are given related to moratorium specifically? Okay, A or B not sure. What about others? Any idea about this? The correct choice is option B. Okay, option B is the correct choice. 1st September to 31st December. 1st September to 31st December. Option B here is the correct choice. Next one. In times of the global trade uncertainty, exporters often face delay in receiving the payment from the overseas buyer, especially when the economic conditions are tightened or the counterparties defer the remittance. So what is the revised time limit permitted for realization and repatriation of the export proceeds? The revised time limit is option B, 15 months. Okay, 15 months is the revised time limit for this one. Next one, accountants often adopt a particular philosophy. Right, what is that philosophy? While recording the transactions to avoid overstating profits or assets. So they avoid recording the profits, they avoid overstating the profits or asset. Now this principle ensures that the uncertainty and potential losses are recognized appropriately, while the gains are not recorded. They are only recorded when they are realized. What is this concept called as? Materiality, conservatism, matching concept, accrual concept, realization concept. Question emanating from the speech of RBI Deputy Governor, right? The correct choice here is conservatism, right, which we also call it as prudence, right? Conservatism or prudence. That's the correct choice. Next one. A major international conference on the central bank accounting was recently organized, bringing together the practitioners from different countries. The event focused on the themes such as transparency, risk management and accounting. Right? India co-hosted this. Which entity partnered with Reserve Bank of India for this particular conference? Options are in front of you. RBI was a part of it. Which entity has partnered with Reserve Bank of India for this conference? So guys, that was none other than option B, SECN, okay, Southeast Asian Central Banks. Very good, Bhakti. That's the correct choice. Okay, option B here is the correct choice. Next one. Exporters relying on pre-shipment and post-shipment credit often require additional time period for the repayment when the international conditions are not so well. So they have given an extension, and this extension offer gives the breathing room to the exporter dealing with the deferred orders. What is the extended limit here? What is the extended limit here? Option A, 360 days. Option B, 420 days, option C 450 days, option D 540 days, and option E 365 days plus 90 day buffer period. Which one of the following will be the correct choice here? The correct choice here will be option C, which is your 450 days. Okay, 450 days. Next one, global financial statements including those of the central banks and corporates are often prepared by following a unified reporting system. In context with this, what is the full form of IFRS? What is the full form of IFRS? Any idea about that? Now this is a accounting regulatory framework which most of the countries are following. In India we follow accounting standards, we follow Indian accounting standards. In United States we follow US GAAP, which is United States generally accepted accounting principles, and most of the countries are following IFRS. Even our India's has been converged, right? IFRS, we have converged the IFRS and we have prepared the Indian accounting standard, and the full form of IFRS will be International Financial Reporting Standards. International Financial Reporting Standards. How we have made our India's? We have taken IFRS as the base. We have taken IFRS as the base and we have converged them. We have converged them in accordance with the Indian economic and business environment. And we also do have Indian accounting standards which are based on the IFRS only. IFRS का full form आपको पता होना चाहिए, कोई भी exam दे रहे हो, doesn't matter. Central banks maintain specific internal reserves that act as a buffer to absorb any unexpected losses. What is the name of the reserve created to meet unforeseen contingencies? And here the reserve is contingency fund, right? So in order to patch up the contingencies, we create contingency fund, option B. Okay, option B. Next one. To support India's startup ecosystem, the government has launched a unified application process, allowing the founders to seek credit through a public sector bank using the single digital interface. This initiative integrates multiple datasets to reduce the paperwork and improves the processing. Which portal has this system been launched? On which portal this system has been launched can be important. The correct choice here is option E, Jan Samarth portal. Okay, option E here is the correct choice, Jan Samarth portal. Jan Samarth portal is the correct choice. Next one. A leading digital payment company has announced a collaboration with one of the AI app, which is OpenAI, right? Which is OpenAI, ChatGPT basically. So which firm has made this particular announcement? Google Pay, Paytm, PhonePe, Amazon Pay, Jio Financials. The firm that has recently announced this collaboration was PhonePe. Okay, option C, PhonePe. Very good. PhonePe is the correct choice. Next one. The government recently approved a major credit guarantee scheme to support export financing. How much corpus has been estimated as necessary for this particular scheme? How much corpus has been estimated as necessary for this particular scheme? Quickly guys in the comment section. So the initial corpus that was required was 2000 crore. Okay, yes, it was 2000 crore, option B. But if I talk about the additional credit extended to eligible exporter, the scheme is permitting sanctioning the credit lines up to a specific ceiling. That sanction limit will be 20,000 crore. Okay, that sanction limit will be 20,000 crore. Next one. Internal reserve maintained by monetary authority focuses on strengthening the infrastructure, technology, premises and long-term capital expenditure. This reserve is created out of realized profits and supports the development needs of a central bank. What is this fund known as? This fund is known as Asset Development Fund. Okay, Asset Development Fund, and we have covered this when we studied the annual report of Reserve Bank of India, right? We have covered this concept in the annual report of Reserve Bank of India. Next one. A large umbrella mission was recently approved to strengthen India's export ecosystem through financial support, compliance assistance, branding, logistics improvement. The mission has been allocated a sizable outlay over a 6-year period. What is the total approved outlay? What is the total approved outlay? Here the correct choice is 25,060 crore. Okay, 25,060 crore. Option D here is the correct choice. Next one. Can you guys tell me the WPI inflation rate for October 2025 month? That's simple. That's a straight one, right? WPI rate of October 2025. It is negative 1.21%. Okay, so it's a deflationary as of now, in a deflationary state, negative 1.25%. Next one, Urban Cooperative Bank, which historically lag in the digital capability, are now being supported through new shared platform aimed in improving the payments and the loan processing efficiencies as well. These initiatives reduce the cost and improve the competitiveness. What is the name of these platforms? Now this can be important. This can be definitely important. Here the correct choice will be DigiPay and DigiLoan, option E. DigiPay and DigiLoan, option E, right? So option E here is the correct choice. And last question for you guys is a homework question. What is the level of the deficit, trade deficit as of now in October 2025? So that is your homework question. Okay, that is your homework question. And for those guys who are preparing for the RBI Grade B examination, this is the crash course. And for those who are preparing for 2026, another batch has already been announced for you. That was the 101 mentorship program by AIR1. Okay, so you guys can later on check out these course. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon in the next session. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. Good night.